Good evening, fellow collectors. Here I am with another video. Okay, yesterday I showed quite a few of my favorite Wolverine covers. Well, tonight I'm going to show you my favorite Spider-Man covers. Now, everyone knows that Spider-Man, Wolverine, Captain America, hell, even the Punisher has always been people's favorites. But most common favorite comic book characters, at least in my opinion, have always been Spider-Man, Captain America, Wolverine. Sometimes the Punisher, but yeah, whatever. So, without further ado, here are my favorite Spider-Man covers. We have up first the Norwegian Spider-Man, first appearance of the Iron Spider. Now, I chose this over the American one because the UPC code is a little bit smaller. It doesn't have the ugly banner up on top, and the cover is damn near a virgin cover. It just goes to show that foreign countries oftentimes get it better than the original, or the American copy anyway. Now, this is one of the two from, whatever. Okay, up next, Amazing Spider-Man 362, second appearance of Carnage. I happen to like this cover because, one, Venom and Carnage are, for some odd reason, teaming up against Spider-Man. Just an awesome cover all the way, and I love the poster that kind of goes with the way the cover looks. Up next, we have the Amazing Spider-Man #1 variant. I am not sure what variant what this variant is called, but it reminds me of a certain scene in Spider-Man Homecoming. Now, I've never read this book. I've always had it on display. I'll probably read it on an online site. I don't know. But it's an awesome cover. I love the way it looks. And like I said, it reminds me of a certain scene in Spider-Man Homecoming. Now we have Amazing Spider-Man #375, Shiny Shiny. Now I have 2 copies, but yeah. Now I can't remember if this is this is the final battle between Spider-Man and Venom. It's an awesome read. I highly recommend it. Of course, then again, every collector has that one. And we have Amazing Spider-Man 361, first appearance of Carnage. Now, I chose this one over the Danish one that I have because the cover is just more visible than the one in the that the Danish has. Hold on, guys. I mean, I love this book. When I first read it, Carnage was one sick puppy. Carnage is still one sick puppy. And this book just capitalized on the psychosomatic, well, not psychosomatic, but the way Carnage is. sick fucking puppy. Up next, we have the Danish edition of Spider-Man #129, first appearance of the Punisher. I chose this one. Well, I had to choose this one because I don't have the original. But nonetheless, it is an iconic book, no matter what country it's from. And funny, I should mention it, I'm watching The Punisher on Netflix as we speak. Up next, we have Spindelmannen number 7, 1988. This is the Swedish edition of Web of Spider-Man number 1. Now, I don't know how thick the American edition is, but this one, 92 pages long. You can see how thick it is. And this one is an archive copy. Basically, it went from the press to the archive. Never touched by human hands, never read. It is practically gem mint. Hell, it is gem mint. And I would love to have this graded. Justin Fuchs, I'll be hitting you up on that one. Up next, we have the first book I have sent in to be graded. The Norwegian edition of Secret Wars number 8. This is editor copy number 4, 1988. Now, as I said before, this is the very first book I had sent in to be graded, but I also had it signed by Zach Beatty and Shooter at the RallyCon about a year and a half, close to 2 years ago. Now, I'll be honest, I entertained the idea of selling this book because I need the money, but you know what? No, I'm not going to sell it. The book is just too important. It has too much sentimental value, and it's a permanent place in my collection. Up next, we have Amazing Spider-Man 300, graded at 7.0, amateurishly restored. Now, I got this book in a trade with a good friend of mine, an awesome collector by the name of Josh Tullis. I traded a certain Wolverine key, well, Wolverine's daughter, Nyx number 3, for this. I know it might have been I know it probably was a mistake, but I'll get that book back. And if you see my video going like waving or whatever, sorry. I don't know what's doing that. I don't know what's causing it. And last, we have the Spectacular Spider-Man number 300. The 300th issue of Spectacular Spider-Man, but this is a variant edition. This is a Gabriel Del Auto cover. So I guess that's the variant. It's a Del Auto variant. Now I have the Virgin of this one coming my way real soon. Next week, actually. Looking forward to getting that. You know who I'm talking about, or talking to, hint, hint. But yeah, I bought this book from a friend of mine here in Norway. Awesome book. Awesome cover. Well, I haven't read the book yet, but it's an awesome cover. And I assume that is Carnage. Spider-Man's fighting. CMC is always going to be fighting Carnage. So that's it for tonight's video. And you know the drill. Support your LCS, support your local artists, and keep on collecting. Peace.